guys, this is Section, and this video is to shed some light on a video idea that I've had for a very long time, and I'm finally getting around to recording it. It's my playthrough of MGS 2 on extreme mode. Today I'll be playing boss survival, and on the easiest difficulty to show, the pun intended, the extreme difference in all the fights in the videos to come.
Ready?
Okay, here we've got Olga. Riding v Olga. Olga's a pretty easy fight, to be fair, regardless. She just spams a bit more. If you deal with this, you're light from the get-go. It's not too bad. Can't skip these here wee cutscenes and her talking about her life. She's a bit annoying. The majority of her attacks are easy to counter, easy to deal with. Whenever she's back there, she can be a bit of a pain because you can't really see her, but she can see you, which is ridiculous. I do have a bit of cock-ups during this here. I know I get hit, but she is easy enough to deal with.
Whoever you are.
Because as you can see, whenever she's looking in separate directions, you just cartwheel to the other side and shoot her from behind. This is the bit that's tricky. But if you can hit her once, then it'll annoy her, and she'll come around and shoot the target away, and she'll get back to being around the front again. See, she just peeks around, and then you just shoot her in the ass, and then she goes on. Since you're shooting her with tranquilizers, the slower she's getting. Surprisingly, she's the only boss that suffers from that. To be fair, you can't really shoot the harrier down with tranquilizer darts. And she's out of here. Next, I think, is the soldiers. They were a new addition to the boss survival with substance, but these guys are arguably more tougher than most of the bosses because there's a lot of them and they can shred you really quickly. But you can use stun grenades against them. In easy difficulty, they take 3 hits to die. In extreme, it's like freaking a million. It's not really, but it's quite a lot. But easily you can literally just do this and just wipe the floor with them, and then that's it, you're on to the next fight. Fat Man. Fat Man, I'm going to show you, is one of the easiest bosses ever. I milk it a wee bit just because of the fact that I wanted some items, but he plants bombs around the place and you have to disarm them. But there is a timer on the left side. And that's his bomb timer, I think it is. No, it's not. No, it's the right side. It's one under the radar. Bomb timer. And as long as you keep it, up, he will not plant any bombs. Him planting bombs is the thing that you need to avoid the most because he plants about 6 bombs and he's a dick. He is an absolute asshole. He plants like 6 bombs and he puts a 10-second timer on it, so you're pretty much dead. So what you need to do is you need to run around the whole map following him. You need to be on him all times, making sure he does not plant any more. But if there are any bombs around this, you must disarm them for the fight to end. Harrier. Harrier is an absolute piss take. This guy has so many attacks that'll pretty much insta-kill you. There is one attack that does not insta-kill you, but you may as well just treat it as it does, because it just makes it a bit easier if you learn to avoid everything. Pliskin throws you ammo and stuff. He will not throw you rations. It is ridiculous because, there's no point. You're just going to die anyway. The attacks in easy mode are really slow. They come in really slow and gives you a chance to dodge them, gives you a chance to fire at him, and you'll do immense damage to him every time you hit him. And of course, Snake will fire more things at you, which is fine. But his attacks are also random. And there is variations to them, and they are ridiculous. He comes in a lot quicker. At the moment, he's just sort of toying with me. He's just sort of flying around the place. Right, there you go. On the map, you'll see a wee red triangle. That's him. That's where he is at all times. This is brilliant. He'll go off in the distance, taunt you, and then do this with his machine guns. Do his machine gun run. Which gives you a chance to shoot a load of missiles at him. Easy mode, you'll get about 3. On hard, or sorry, extreme mode, you'll get none. You just don't do it. Literally high. There's a couple of ways to get away from them. If you hide behind objects, or teach you another one, which is here, which is the last second. Flip over this. As soon as they're about to end, back over. For some reason, whenever you're flipping over something, you're invulnerable to that attack. Then he'll fly off into the distance, he'll fire missiles at you. You just hide behind an object, let it impact that. They will be a lot more accurate in extreme mode. They are ridiculous as well, and they come in at the speed of light. One of his worst attacks is coming up here, and it is very hard to avoid. You just run up and down these here stairs. They come in so slow and easy mode. Look at them. Like bees. That's it. And then whenever he's out of rockets, it gives you a chance to fire a load of missiles at him. But I mean, this is easy mode. He fired like, what, 10 rockets and that's 10 out of ammo. And then that's it. It's the end of it. Vamp is going to be tricky. I'm cheesing him. Like, I'm literally ripping the piss out of him right now. Best weapons to use in Nikita, actually, and use a bit of a glitch if I'm because he can insta-kill you. He has such dirty attacks. Because he can sneak up behind you, and that orange aura around him, he's invulnerable when he's in that state, and he'll use that a lot during extreme mode, like a lot. But I'm not even giving him the opportunity to try any of that stuff. It's kind of dirty what I'm doing, but to be fair, but it is what it is. This fight is different in boss survival because in the main campaign you have Snake alongside you. Snake is a fucking hindrance. He really is. This is beyond. To me, this is one of the hardest parts. It's between this, Metal Gear, and the Harrier. But I think this. And it's so silly, the best way to actually do this, but it's very difficult. What I'm doing is I'm using the stun grenade tactic, but it doesn't really work. In extreme mode, I find it just doesn't, which is really, really annoying. The best method for doing this here is the coolant spray, but your only issue is Snake, because he decides I'm a superhero and he runs in, shoots all around him, and he gets killed. If he dies, it's mission failed and you can't heal him. But he is, weirdly enough, the only other source of a ration. There's 2 places you can get a ration in extreme mode. One in the Shell 1 core, and the other one right there with him. The sword comes in handy, but you can't move a lot with it. In the way they can sprint like hell, they can dive and jump up to the top floor. I can't. I give it a go, but I have some fails. He knew that was coming. So he didn't get no chance. I tried doing a spin around here, but it really didn't help. I just got shot the hell out. Most of these here guys, they're up in the top floor and they'll shoot down at you, which is really annoying. You can use LB, I think it is, to deflect bullets, but you'll not deflect them back. Metal Gear Ray is one of the hardest fights, and this is the reason I wanted to do the video. Look how easy this is on the easiest difficulty. Boom, leg shot. Boom, face. Middle one comes in because he's hurt. He's not dead. He does his laser attack. Shoot him, face. Leg, face. Done. That's ridiculous.
Ready?
It's ridiculous. You have to do that. There are 3 times for each Metal Gear in Extreme, and there's 24 of them. Solidus is easy. He is honestly the easiest boss. He has a lot of health and he has a lot of annoying attacks. That rocket attack is probably the most devastating, and it is an insta-kill. That is it. You can deflect it. It is really real timing. In easy mode, you can just sort of cartwheel your way through, but all of his attacks can either be avoided or countered. Whenever he does this here state, you think, because he says, this is going to get more interesting, but it's going to get tougher. Honestly, it gets easier because he's literally just got rid of the weapon that can kill you the most. From here on out, all of his attacks can be deflected. All of them. Boom. There you go. And then you just stop. He slides into you at speed of light, but for some reason, you standing there with your sword in defense mode, you deflect it, and you can just stab him in the head. I don't recommend stabbing him because you need to do as much slicing attacks as you possibly can against him because he is annoying.
Let's go. Over here.
Also, watch out for that.
Over here.
But yeah, you just deflect. Don't do that. Don't get too cocky. And slice him up. Poke him in the nose. Up. And that's him out of there. But that's easy mode. All that is easy mode. But it's a similar principle for especially Solidus. If you can deflect all of his attacks, then it's going to be easy enough. So this is mainly going to be for the fights, not really the story. And it is going to be rage inducing. But I hope you all join me for it soon. And remember to have fun out there.